Hello everybody, this is Lisa again, and in this hour we're going to be having a conversation class. I thought the topic could be today's celebration that we're having here in the United States, and also they've had in other parts of the world. I have heard that, for example, in France, they are celebrating Halloween more and more, and also I've heard about Brazil. And in Mexico, of course, they have the Day of the Dead, which is tomorrow and the next day, I believe. And so, yeah, it's an American tradition for sure, but other countries around the world also have something similar or are just adopting the American way of doing things, which is having candy and going trick-or-treating and dressing up and decorating. So if you're interested in practicing your English speaking, then you can join me here and we'll have a little discussion. I thought the topic could be today's Bruno. Hi, Bruno. Celebration that we're having here in the United States, and also they've had in other parts of the
Bruno,
world.
can you close your Verbling window?
In France, they are celebrating Halloween more and more, and also I've heard about Brazil. And in Mexico, of course, they have the Day of the Dead, which is tomorrow and the next day, I believe. Oops. Bruno. Just adopting the American way of doing things,
Bruno, are you
which
there?
is having candy and going. Okay, Bruno, I just muted you because you had your Verbling window going on. You're interested in and it's just repeating your English.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
Bruno. We'll have a discussion. I thought the topic could be today's Bruno. Hi, Bruno. Bruno, close your Verbling window because it's playing the recording of the video that just started. So that's why I muted the microphone, because I was hearing everything that I just had said. So go ahead and close your Verbling window, and then I'm going to unmute you. Or you can unmute yourself, and then I can hear you. But I can't hear you right now because I just muted you, because I was hearing that video. So unmute yourself now. Okay, I'm going to wait for Bruno. Yes, great. Awesome.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome. Hi, Bruno. How are you doing?
This is my first time in Verbling.
Good. Well,
this
is your very first time right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I never used it until this.
How did you hear about Verbling?
What?
How did you know about Verbling?
I don't understand.
How did you find Verbling?
Okay, looking for forms to learn English in internet.
Sure.
And I found Verbling.
Nice.
Means okay, I'm here now.
Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome. Every hour we have classes in English, pretty much every hour. We have lots of different teachers. I'm from the United States. I live in Washington State, and we have classes also in other languages, but we try to have at least one class in English every hour if we have teachers who can sign up for those times. And we have lots of different types of classes, so it really just depends on what you are interested in. For example, we do reading classes, writing classes, speaking, conversation like this one is going to be, and also we play games sometimes. Everything is just to help you practice and use English. So every hour you can look and see what's going to be the topic and who will be the teacher, and you can come in, and sometimes it's nice if you can come at the beginning, but if you can't, then you can join anytime you want. You can watch the class for a little while, and then if you decide, yes, I want to speak or I want to read or something, then you can join anytime. So we now have some other students who have joined us. I'm going to say hi to them. Hi, Edgar. How are you? Hi. And also, if you want to speak, you have to make sure your microphone is not muted. But if you don't want to speak, or if you have noise in your background that we might hear, then it's a good idea to mute your microphone. And the Google Hangouts is all new now, so everybody's learning the different ways to do this. Usually you can just click on your picture and then choose the arrow, and then it'll tell you different things that you can do there. Hi, Fabio. How are you doing?
Get to use the new interface.
Yeah, new interface. They changed it. The other day I was teaching a class, and the next hour I came back and it was completely different.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Lisa. Fine.
Fabio, is that a picture of you in the river raft?
Yep.
Where was that?
I am practicing with my family.
Awesome. Where?
Yeah. In San Gil, Santander, Colombia.
In Colombia. Okay. Was there a lot of rough rapids?
Yeah, there are many rapids here.
Yeah. Wow, that's fun. I did that.
We have several mountains.
Nice. Was the water, Fabio?
What?
Was the water cold in the river? The water?
No, it's fresh water.
Nice.
The water is more or less 20 Celsius.
Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, because I did this once, but in Washington where I live, and the water was so cold, and we had wetsuits on even. It's freezing. Yeah. Okay, welcome, Rafael. How are you doing?
I'm okay, and you?
Good.
Are you listening to me?
Nice. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, nice picture. with the bullhorns behind you. Yeah. Okay, and Rafael, tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. What part of Brazil?
It's called Center West. It's in the mid of country.
Okay. Yeah. So not near the beaches.
No, I'm not. We're not heavy. Just we have Pantanal here.
Pantanal. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty amazing. For lots of wild animals out there, huh? In the Pantanal. Yeah.
We have snakes, some birds, and.
Wow. Do you live in a city or do you live out in the country area?
I'm living in the capital of the state.
Oh, okay. Nice. What is that?
It's the main city of the
What's
state.
The name?
Campo Grande. Yeah, the translator will be big field.
Yeah, but it's Campo Grande or something? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and Yuki's joining us again from Russia, from Moscow.
Yes. It's getting colder.
Colder. Yeah, in Brazil it's getting hotter.
Yeah.
It's
getting colder here.
You said it's colder there, but I think I envy you.
Really? Let's see. What was the temperature?
Moscow.
So today the temperature in Moscow is going to be, let's see. Well,
maybe 5 degrees?
Yes.
No?
Yeah, 5 degrees. Everybody else, you guys understand Celsius.
There?
41 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what we use here in the United States. So yeah, that's not too bad.
What degree is it there?
Okay, I'll tell you. I don't know what it is. Let's see.
You don't know?
12 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, 12
Now you
degrees
know.
Celsius. 12 degrees Celsius.
Now you know. You are benefit.
Yeah.
You are more benefit than most.
Yes. I'm feeling warmer. I don't need to wear my wool socks yet. Yeah. You have to think more
warm
about
socks
clothing.
is necessary. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'm saying in Russia, you might have to think about your jackets and your hats and your gloves. And in Brazil, they have to think about taking off their clothes because it's getting so hot in some areas.
I'm using air conditioning here.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
But,
I know.
But Lisa,
What?
Here I'm in Brazil too.
Yeah.
But in other city.
What city?
Different of Rafael.
What city are you in, Bruno?
I think in Campo Grande is much more
Hotter.
Oh, yeah.
Than my city. My city is Belo Horizonte.
Belo Horizonte. Okay.
And
Wow.
here is about 25 degrees now.
Right now? Well, in Campo Grande it says it's 24 degrees. Right now.
Yes?
Yeah.
Really, Rafael?
That's what it says on my computer. It's okay. Belo Horizonte says it's 19.
Okay. Because I'm inside the apartment.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna start getting hotter for you guys. What about you, Fabio? Is it also getting hotter there?
Yes. We are holiday today.
Yeah.
They celebrated the Halloween too.
Okay, so you guys celebrate Halloween?
Yeah. Well, the celebrated is adults and children.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about it. So I'll just do my little introduction first that I was going to do. So hold on. Everybody probably knows that in the United States right now, today, it is Halloween, the last day of October. And the main idea of Halloween is to have fun. There's probably a history. I mean, I'm not going to give the whole history of All Hallows Eve and that type of thing. There's the Day of the Dead in Mexico. It's started out similar to that, but right now, pretty much for most Americans, all it really means is have fun, dress up. You can be crazy, you can be scary, you can be pretty. You just have some fun, use your imagination, and of course for the kids, it's about going out and trick-or-treating and finding a costume that they like for this year, and then going and getting a bunch of candy. So that's pretty much what Halloween is around here in the United States these days. So it's fun. The kids really like it. Like for example, today, if you were to go someplace, like I went to pay my property taxes, and when I went into the courthouse, there were some women that were dressed up. Some looked like witches with the big witch's black hat, and some people had like a fake nose. Some other people had other types of costumes. Sometimes the kids wear costumes to school, or when they get home, they put their costumes on and go trick-or-treating. So that's kind of what we do here. Sometimes people have parties, and they make things like cookies that look like pumpkins or black cats or something like that. So tell me what it's like, Fabio, in Colombia.
Where?
Well, are you in Colombia?
Yeah, in Colombia, in Bogotá.
So tell me what Halloween is like there. What do you do for Halloween?
Well, usually in Colombia, the adults celebrate in parties, and the children asking candies in all the house. Yeah.
Yeah, we call that trick or treating.
Trick or treating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something a lot of people do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
Wow.
There are all peoples and different clients
Yeah.
and different kinds celebrate in different forms.
Yeah. So, do you have any kids, Fabio?
I have 3 adults right now.
Oh, okay. Do they still like to get dressed up in costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you? Do you like to put on a costume?
No, my grandson are 4 years and 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you take them trick-or-treating, or did they go trick-or-treating?
Well, I don't know, but the children of my son live in Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. So
And they celebrate the party.
Yeah.
Because my son sent several pictures with the dresser by the pirates, and the child is use the company the little bell.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's fun. Yes. I today on my Facebook page, all day long I've been seeing people posting pictures of their kids in their Halloween costumes, and also some adults are dressing up too. So Bruno, the trick-or-treating, that's the going door to door to ask for candy. So if a kid comes up to your house, or usually kids go in groups. So maybe like some friends, yeah. So the friends go together and they come up to your house and they knock on the door, and then you open the door and they say trick or treat, and then you give them a candy usually. So that's what that is.
I think I saw this in some film.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. So yeah, trick or treat. That is what kids do. Trick or treat.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't know that they did it in Colombia. Do they do it in Brazil, Bruno, where you live?
Can you repeat, please?
Do people celebrate Halloween in Brazil?
I don't know in other cities, but in Belo Horizonte it's not common celebrate Halloween. Sometimes have some parties for celebrate, but it's only a specific group in a city. It's not common for here.
Yeah. Are there very many Americans that live in Belo Horizonte?
Can you repeat?
Yeah. Are there very many Americans, people from the United States, that live in your city?
Okay. I think it's not a very not many Americans, but have some in Belo Horizonte have how can I say a part of a Google Google office.
Offices, yeah.
Yes, I think in there can can be can have some American, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking that maybe if there were some Americans there, maybe they would be the people who dress up or have a party or something too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuki, what were you? This is Despicable Me. It's from a movie.
Yes. It is a movie.
Uh-huh. Do you know that movie?
Titled
Despicable Me.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, it's the name of this movie. I haven't seen it. It is for kids. Yeah, it's a kind of a fun
It is a kind of horror movie. No, comedy.
comedy, I think. Yeah,
I see.
but with monsters, I think. You know. Yeah, yeah. They have. Has anybody seen that movie, Despicable Me? It's usually for. Yeah.
Not yet.
I saw this movie.
Did you like it? Was it funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Is it a kid movie mostly for kids or adults too?
Yeah. It is a kid movie, but and normally now they have some adult messages.
Oh yeah, sure. The stories, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's a movie for family.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I heard it was good. I just haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm just going through some of these costumes that.
I don't understand why
costumes.
Jabba the Hutt is selected as best costumes. No, not Darth Vader. C-3PO.
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. Yeah.
Yes, he's quite a sub character in the Star Wars.
Sure.
It's funny.
Yeah, yeah. These are just kind of funny ones that we've found. That one looks kind of funny. So yeah, the costumes. These are all adults. Obviously they're dressing up to go to a party or something. But a lot of times adult costumes are like characters. So characters from movies, TV shows, things like that. This is a crazy one. Sometimes the kid ones are more like not so risky. We can say like that's getting kind of risky. They're more like pirates and things like that.
I think most funny one is government shutting
The government
down.
shut down. Yeah, that's a.
Why? Why he selected such a costume? Very funny.
In Colombia, it's usually the adults fancy dress the superheroes.
Oh, yeah.
Superman, Green Light, Batman,
Green Lantern.
Captain America. It's usually.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fun. So, Rafael, what about where you live in Brazil? Do people celebrate Halloween?
We are using Halloween as an excuse to make custom parties.
Okay.
We don't go door by door asking for candies or anything like that. But we have custom parties at the weekends, at the first weekend. For example, this Saturday we have a lot of parties that we go with a custom.
Are you gonna go to one, Rafael? Are you going to a party?
We'll costume. Yeah. And my friend will with a Joker.
The
costume.
Joker from Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Lisa, are you celebrated the Halloween too? What do you use at the fancy dress?
I don't usually dress up for Halloween because I've been having my kids for so long. I mostly would go to a parade in my town. I live in a small town, and what we do with the kids is they dress up, and some adults do too, but I haven't done it very much. Usually, I don't know why, just because I haven't been so creative, I guess. But my kids, they dress up, and this is the first year that I haven't gone downtown with my kids because two of my kids are at a Halloween kind of gathering in Colorado. They flew to visit some friends, and they're going trick-or-treating. I don't think they're actually going to trick-or-treat because they're older. They're going to go see this movie called the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that movie, but
when you was a child,
yes,
what do you remember your funny dress?
Oh, when I was a kid?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was like a clown, and I was probably like a princess, and I think I was, different ones. I can't remember. My kids have had different ones too. My daughter is a ninja this year. She's a ninja. Last year she was a witch. Sometimes they just are ghosts, they put a white sheet on. Sometimes they like to put blood on their faces, or they like to paint their faces,
Elisa.
Yeah.
I've heard that some children, some parents let their children use the costume for months. Is common there. It's common here. It's common there. Parents let the children continue use the costume after Halloween.
Yeah. Little kids. Little kids like to wear costumes just all the time for fun. So, like if you're 3 or 4 or 5 or something. Yeah, like my kids, they used to wear a parrot costume, and we had a giraffe costume, and of course lots of princess dresses for the girls, and Bob the Builder for the boys, and pirates. Those types of things are pretty popular. Yeah. What did you say?
Hulk.
I didn't hear you. Clowns? Yeah.
Hulk. The Incredible Man.
Oh, the Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, Hulk.
Yeah, the superheroes are pretty popular also. Yeah. Edgar, what about in Panama? Do you guys celebrate?
Hello, everybody. Well,
Hello.
it's not so common in Panama because many reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe I will last forever trying to explain, but
Okay.
but in Panama we have a zone where only Americans could be in with their families.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the Panama Canal came to the hands to Panama. And when the Americans left the country, many of their traditions go away with them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we were several times wounded by the American army, and those wounds still live among us.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Catholic Church in some way have banned this celebration because they consider that the celebration is a satanic one. That is so that during many years the day was called the Day of the Witches. And it was related to satanic celebrations, satanic acts, beyond the activity that the kids usually do in the street in United States. But you can find people celebrating it because we have a lot of tourists here, and they bring their tradition with them. So you can find kids knocking the doors, trying to get some candies, but the problem is that as it is not usual, many times they need to go away with the empty hands because
Yeah.
it's not normal for everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yes.
Well,
Go ahead.
the etymology, the Halloween is the is the day before the suns.
Yeah.
This night is the night that and tomorrow is the Hallow
Hallows.
Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Yeah.
Eve.
Mm-hmm.
The contraction is Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yes. I just put the link to the Wikipedia page if somebody wants to read about the history. It's definitely a longer history. And yes, there's been like the Christian church and what the symbols are and things like that. And like I mentioned before, like in Mexico, they celebrate the Day of the Dead. Edgar, do you have something like that in Panama, the Day of the Dead?
Yes, but it's just for people going to cemeteries to take flowers,
Yeah.
maybe clean the tombs
Sure.
of the fallen ones.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like in Mexico with the schools or praying to a saint that they have the Santa Muerte.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different. It's very different. It's just for those that go away before of us.
Mm-hmm. Is there are there any other holidays in Panama where people would dress up in costumes and have parties and stuff like that?
Well, today you can find people doing costume party, but that is more than a few bars, a few commercial locals, something like that.
Yeah.
It's not a tradition in fact.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. I see. Yeah. All right. So Yuki, what about in Russia?
I think quite a few really few people celebrate Halloween here. It is not common. It is not common among Russian people. Also in Japan. Although I think more people getting celebrate Halloween in Japan, it become a little popular among young people. I think American culture have a big influence on
Yes.
Japan. So
Yeah.
some people think it is cool to celebrate Halloween.
Yeah. And so in Russia or in Japan, is there some other time that people would get dressed up and have a costume party or something?
I don't see the people costumed in the day of Halloween, but I know from the news that some people costume such a costume in the day of Halloween. But I think culture gap between America and Russia and Japan is big. So it is not so common. I think it is not so. I think Russian or Japanese people don't understand the such a sense of costume. American people.
Okay.
Also, Japanese people think that horror. I think we have another kind of thinking about the horror.
Okay.
If American horror directly appeal to the physically. If American horror appeal physically, Japanese horror is more psychologically, more not physically, more more psychologically.
Yeah.
So it is quite different culture.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well, I was just wondering if maybe it's another a time of the year where people would dress up and have fun, have like a party like that. But yeah, you're saying like psychologically or mentally, maybe the different cultures not so interested in dressing up. Is that what you're saying?
I think Japanese enjoy the costume as anime heroes costume wears. So I have I think Japanese understand the Japanese can enjoy the costume, but not in such a way.
Okay. Yeah.
It is very difficult to explain. I think American costume is too cheerful.
I see. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So maybe like when you have festivals.
More direct.
Yeah, in Japan, like I'm thinking of maybe I'm mixing it up with China, like when they have the dragons and they wear costumes, but they're not necessarily costumes like the Simpsons. It's not it's not a character. It's more like masks and things.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, certainly nowadays one could say that the Halloween is very commercialized. You know what I mean if I say that? Commercialized, like, before maybe people just dressed up with things that they could find in their house and painted their faces and things, but now people dress up like a lot of movie characters or TV characters or like superheroes, and they buy costumes, versus just making them up. So it's more commercialized. People, it's a business, money making, so people can make money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a commercial day.
Yes. Lots of candy being sold. Yeah.
Behind the party is the dresses or the fancy dress.
Yeah.
Candies, different things.
Yes.
And the discotheques celebrate the events to the better fancy dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they buy costume or make themselves?
Well, like for example, this guy right here, he's dressed up as Charlie Chaplin. So he probably maybe he bought that hat, but maybe everything else he probably had. And this guy, he made this one up. He's a Hershey Kiss, like a chocolate. Yeah. And she probably made that up. But yeah, some of these, like that one, maybe people make them, but mostly they buy them. Yeah, some people make them.
You said Halloween became a business, so I think selling a costume is bring a benefit, no, for companies.
Sure. I mean, there are big stores and online sales. So, for example, let's look at this website here. This website has costumes, and the accessories. So that would include like hats and things, the swords for, this is a good place to find vocabulary for, and so like you can buy, costumes for your kids, animals, all different kinds of costumes, and they can be cheap or they can be expensive. So, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And there's boys' costumes, girls' costumes. Let's see, teenager costumes. I don't know if I think most people or a lot of people try to make their own. Yeah, they don't necessarily want to spend a lot of money on their costumes, but you know they're not super expensive either. So here's some suits. Well, that's kind of expensive. $40, $50. I don't know if people would you know, buy that. I think a lot of people would try to just make them up, you know. But I don't know. It just depends on how we could say like how far you want to go with it. You know, if you really want to look good and dress up and have all this stuff, you know, this was pretty popular. Something like this is very expensive. Like you're actually buying almost $200. That's expensive.
There are many kind of costumes
Yes.
selling here there, yeah?
Yeah, this website has lots and lots of costumes. Yeah. For all different types of yeah, because you see new ones, movies, deluxe, that would be like, you know, more fancy, more expensive. You know, it's like really I mean, Halloween is not the only time that people, especially adults, dress up. There might be another time that somebody, just for the fun of it, you know, wants to have a costume party, or maybe somebody has like a special kind of birthday party and everybody is supposed to wear a costume, you know, something like that. So certainly Halloween is a big time to buy costumes, but also other times of the year also. So even your dog can dress up.
They look cute.
Well, that's
Do you have
good.
dog? Do you have dog, Elisa?
No, I don't have a dog. I have a cat.
It's a police dog. Yeah.
Yeah, the police
Dog
dog.
police.
There's a cowboy.
You bought the custom for
No. No. But
Amazing.
yeah. So yeah, you know, anything to spend your money on. Everything in America can be a business. What?
I think it's a very American holiday, American feast.
Yeah.
Yes, very American.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is no basement of there is no religious basement of that holiday. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no relation with religious thinking.
No.
Yes.
Right now, the way that Halloween is celebrated, there's no religious affiliation or any kind of relationship. Like Edgar was saying, there are some people that are very, very religious, maybe Catholic, maybe Christian, that don't let their kids go trick-or-treating because yeah, they think it's like satanic or something like that, but it's not. I mean,
I think
it is for anybody I know.
Many holidays in the world have a basement of religion or their belief. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But I think there is no Halloween has no such a origin.
No. Well, it does have some kind of
Who
history.
began the Halloween?
Well, let's go. We would have to go back to that link that I put up. Fabio, what did you put up there? Oh yeah.
I think the Wikipedia say the Halloween is a custom Celtic custom.
Celtic, from from like Ireland.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a pagan holiday, and then it became somewhat Christian, and I don't really know the history. I have to read it. Yeah, but I just was mostly wanting to talk about what it actually is right now, because a lot of times in the United States, the history gets lost. You know, we don't focus so much on the history of things. rather than just what it is now. And what it is now is just like a fun thing. It's a time for people to have fun. And I mean, certainly there might be some people who, I don't know anybody who, either people in the United States, either almost all the kids. I don't know any kids who don't want to go trick-or-treating. I mean, you're going to get free candy, so that's pretty popular. But whether or not as an adult you dress up, that's not everybody does that, It's just some people,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Only some people wear costume.
Like right now it's 7:49 in where I live, Washington, in the evening, and the kids are outside right now trick-or-treating.
No, but when kids do trick-or-treating, they wear costume. No?
Yes. So they're wearing their costumes, and they are outside going door to door. And if you don't want anybody to come to your house, then you don't turn your light on. So, for example, where I live, I don't have my light on right now because I don't have any candy, and I don't want to go answer the door because I'm teaching a class. So, but if maybe
you are severe.
maybe other people in the neighborhood, they might have their lights on, and some people have decorations too. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Let's see. Some people really go crazy for this holiday. I mean, some people really like it a lot, and they decorate their houses. Like here's some.
Lisa, did you decorate your house?
My daughter did. Yes, she made a bunch of pumpkins, and she made they cut red paper and they hung it. Yeah, red paper and hung it on the windows to make it look like blood. And they made some ghosts out of like white paper and black paper. So it was more like art, artistic. I did not go buy anything. People, sometimes you can go buy decorations and stuff, but I didn't want to buy anything. Whoa!
Halloween.
Something scary. Yeah, Halloween. So,
Lisa,
yeah.
how many days decorated was the houses?
Probably for like 2 weeks, maybe.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Lisa, can you send us the costume website? Maybe,
yeah, let me see.
I will import something from there.
Okay. I just looked it up here. Let's see. Let me find it. Which one? The one where the store? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a party store. Yeah. Okay. Let me put it there.
Lisa.
Yeah.
I was seeing. Okay. I saw this Google first page. You first page you Google.
Yeah.
And have a doodle about Halloween.
Right here.
In Brazil, is not don't have a doodle. In the first page.
On Google.
Yes.
Right there.
I think
you don't have it.
Oh.
I think it's only in USA.
Only in the USA.
Yes, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, there's lots of things you can find, like Halloween music. There's all kinds of spooky, scary songs, things like that. Songs, you can look things up. Like, do you guys remember Michael Jackson's song Thriller? Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a popular you know, video to watch on Halloween and play music. The Monster Mash is another song that people play. This guy right here. What is that?
I think it is the doodle.
You think it's Google?
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it? It's not coming from me though, is it?
It's a,
I don't know.
I guess it is for you.
No, it's not from
No?
me. It's not from me. No. Here, also, if you go to YouTube, you can find a lot of fun stuff on. I saw this one. If you guys want to watch some funny ones, like this.
Hi,
Yeah. So some.
Here's my wage.
Legos. So if you what?
I say my wife. I was married with my wife 49 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And 39.
39 years. Okay.
And say always my wish.
What is your wish?
My wish, my wife. But it's a candy. My wife is very candy and it's very wonderful. and put the door. The witch.
And the witch, yeah. Well, I was gonna show you some. I didn't find any good Halloween decorations. Let's see. Let's see. Some people. I had some pictures of some people. Oh yeah. Also, one more thing I want to talk about before we leave the class is haunted houses. Did you guys ever go in a haunted house? Do you guys know what those are? Haunted houses?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you been in one?
I have had the opportunity to travel to USA and go to Universal Studios parks.
Oh, yeah.
In Los Angeles and in Orlando, and they have the Halloween Horror Nights event that is great. It's very, very great. Great. I love it.
Yeah. Well, there's this one right here where it was kind of funny on this lady's show, Ellen DeGeneres. She had her two of her workers.
I saw the video. Yes,
you did?
Yes, TV reporter. Yeah, he was very scared and he screamed, and the audiences laughed at her. Funny video, very.
Yeah. It was kind of funny because they show the man. He keeps putting the girl in front of him, and he keeps saying, "Stop it!" You know,
yes,
and he gets he's scared.
No more.
Yeah, and he's really scared, but he keeps putting the woman in front. You know, instead of him going out in front, he pushes her out in front. So yeah, if you want to know what a haunted house is like.
She's the host of a news program, yeah? No?
It's not a news program, it's like a talk show.
Talk show.
Talk show, yeah. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. And if you play it, like if you take it here to, so the haunted house is, can you guys see that?
Yes, I saw it. Yes.
She's great.
Yeah, so they just keep getting scared. Of course, it's kind of funny because when you're in a haunted house, you know that that's what you're there for, right? You're supposed to be scared, and they're going to try to scare you. But even though you know it's going to happen, it still is freaky when it does. You know, it still frightens you when they come out. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. Edgar, when you went to Universal Studios, were you afraid?
A little because I have been in group. So I try to let them go ahead. I'm going back, trying to avoid the scary things.
Yeah.
But it is amazing and hilarious because you can see people getting scared, jumping,
Yeah. I think
yelling.
if there's anything about Halloween nowadays that some people, like religious people, are concerned about, it would be more like that, like the haunted house, because certainly one part of Halloween that is not very popular, because I'm a mom and so I have 3 kids. It's not too popular with people like me, but maybe for young guys or something like that is the scary part, like trying to scare each other and going and watching like a horror movie, something like that. And if a horror movie is going to come out, a lot of times it will come out in the theaters around Halloween. So, for example, this year the movie Carrie, which is a horror movie, came out recently.
Classic.
And yeah, I don't like. I saw the movies like Halloween.
It's a famous film of Brian De Palma.
Yeah. So there's definitely like a whole group of movies that are popular for people to watch around this time if they're the kind of people who like those kind of movies. Like this movie here, Halloween, that's a very famous movie. That's a horror movie. So it's a scary movie. But I don't like those movies anymore, so I don't watch them. But some people do. So they like to get scared.
Neither do I. I mean,
no, I don't want to be scared. This freaks me out.
Yeah.
But there's definitely that's part of Halloween is there can be the scary part of it too, where you're trying to scare somebody or freak somebody out. Or sometimes people, when they decorate their homes, their front yards, they try to make it look scary, So, but not always. Not for some people, it's just for having fun, just going to a party, dressing up, playing music like that, and sounds. So it can be fun. So if you're ever in the United States when it's Halloween, then you might consider finding some people that are having a party and dressing up and going having some fun. I think that's Fabio. No, it's Bruno. Who was doing that? Scare somebody or freak somebody out. Or sometimes yeah, Fabio too. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining. And this wasn't scary at all, so you guys don't have to be scared.
Bye.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye,
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
to
bye.
class.
Thank you for your
Take
time.
care. You're welcome.
Bye
Bruno,
bye.
Bruno, did you have any questions about how the classes work?
No, it's okay for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Muted the microphone because I was hearing everything that I just had said. So go ahead and close your Verbling window, and then I'm going to unmute you. Or you can unmute yourself, and then I can hear you. But I can't hear you right now because I just muted you because I was hearing that video. So unmute yourself now. Okay, I'm going to wait for Bruno. Yes, great. Awesome.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome. Hi, Bruno.
Okay.
How are you doing?
This is my first time in
Good.
Verbling.
Good. Well,
This
is your very first time right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I never used it until this.
How did you hear about Verbling?
What?
How did you know? Hello, everybody. This is Lisa again. And in this hour, we're going to be having a conversation class. I thought the topic could be today's celebration that we're having here in the United States, and also they've had in other parts of the world. I have heard that, for example, in France, they are celebrating Halloween more and more, and also I've heard about Brazil. And in Mexico, of course, they have the Day of the Dead, which is tomorrow and the next day, I believe. And so, yeah, it's an American tradition for sure, but other countries around the world also have something similar or are just adopting the American way of doing things, which is having candy and going trick-or-treating and dressing up and decorating. So if you're interested in practicing your English speaking, then you can join me here and we'll have a little discussion. I thought the topic could be today's Bruno. Interested in. For example, we do reading classes, writing classes, speaking, conversation like this one is going to be. And also we play games sometimes. Everything is just to help you practice and use English. So every hour you can look and see what's going to be the topic and who will be the teacher, and you can come in, and sometimes it's nice if you can come at the beginning, but if you can't, then you can join anytime you want. You can watch the class for a little while, and then if you decide, yes, I want to speak or I want to read or something, then you can join anytime. So we now have some other students who have joined us. I'm going to say hi to them. Hi, Edgar. How are you? Hi. And also, if you want to speak, you have to make sure your microphone is not muted. But if you don't want to, hi, Bruno. Celebration that we're having here in the United States, and also they've had in other parts of the
Bruno,
world.
can you close your Verbling window?
In France, they are celebrating Halloween more and more, and also I've heard about Brazil. And in Mexico, of course, they have the Day of the Dead, which is tomorrow and the next day, I believe. Oops. Bruno. Just adopting the American way of doing things, Bruno, are you which there? Is having candy and going. Okay, Bruno, I just muted you because you had your Verbling window going on. You're interested in and it's just repeating your English.
Hello.
Hello, hi, Bruno. We'll have a discussion. I thought the topic could be today's Bruno. Hi, Bruno. Bruno, close your Verbling window because it's playing the recording of the video that just started. So that's why I'm mute about Verbling.
I don't understand.
How did you find Verbling?
Okay, looking for forms to learn English in internet.
Sure.
And I found Verbling.
Nice.
Means okay, I'm here now.
Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome. Every hour we have classes in English, pretty much every hour. We have lots of different teachers. I'm from the United States. I live in Washington State, and we have classes also in other languages, but we try to have at least one class in English every hour if we have teachers who can sign up for those times. And we have lots of different types of classes, so it really just depends on what you are interested in.